Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Joliet Jaguar Television special presentation. Player of the game interviews courtesy of a grant from Ken Woody's Shot and Goal Pro Shop. Now let's go upstairs to our announcers for the play-by-play of today's game.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Inwood Ice Arena in Joliet, Illinois, the site of tonight's contest of varsity high school hockey between the Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers and the Plainfield High School varsity hockey squad. I'll be your announcer today, Mike Hewlett, and with me, as always, the man who knows all the insights as only an ex-player and current player and coach can do, Mike Hannon. How are you, Mike?
I'm good, Mike. Thanks a lot. It's a little more introduction than I needed, though.
We got a good squad here. We got a lot of these players are going to know each other, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First, we're going to introduce the players from each team, and we're going to start out with the Plainfield High School squad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Inwood Ice Arena for tonight's contest between the Plainfield High School and Joliet Catholic Academy. Introducing the players from Plainfield, Plainfield, yes. Number 17, Andrew Zuda. Number 10, Matthew Gary. Number 22, James Gretchik. Number 5, Matt Hagberg. Number 29, Kenneth Jepson. Number 31, Christopher Napick. Number 23, Christopher Labraco. Number 96, David Oler. Number 66, Zachary Patchen. Number 68, Matt Porter. Number 33, Anthony Positano. Number 13, Alan Rainey. Number 88, Ryan Springer. Number 1, Zachary Wojcik. Number 16, Nicholas Lodarchik. And number 24, Matthew Young. Your Plainfield High School varsity hockey squad. Now for the home team, Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers, number 86, Harry Brooks. Number 24, Corey Catalani. Number 3, Michael Hewlett. Number 57, Jake Fanning. Number 97, Tony Gallo. Number 15, Peter Hannon. Number 1, Stephen Marty Casper. Number 66, Mark Lennon. Number 2, Kerry Ludden. Number 26, John Midlock. Number 32, Brian Malston. Number 13, Matthew Ostrom. Number 18, Adam Polnick. Number 9, Emma Rambo. Number 71, TJ Ruth. number 28, Adam Sorg, and number 4, Daniel Stellato. That's your Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers.
All right, Michael. Both of these guys, both of these guys know each other. I guess we're going to.
If the gentlemen will please remove their hats and the ladies stand, we'll now have the singing of the national anthem. Will be sung by Gene Donka.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, and I think we've got our 5-minute warm-up period. But I was alluding to earlier, Michael, most of these kids have played with each other for years here in the Joliet organizations for Plainfield and Joliet Catholic. Most of the kids know each other.
Absolutely right, Mike. I mean, this is the kind of game that you love to play in as a kid. These kids played, a lot of them played on the same teams together in the Jaguar organization, and now they get to go out and bang heads against each other and try to get some bragging rights.
Yep, bragging rights are on the line tonight. Most of the players, as you said, played with each other for years, know each other. They know the tendencies, and usually when you have a lot of kids that know each other, it might tend to be a tad chippy.
It can get that way. That's for sure, because one of them will not let the other one outdo him. So somebody gives one guy a chip shot, it's going to he's going to get it in return. So
absolutely,
it'll be interesting.
It will be. And since a lot of the players do know each other, they're going to know their tendencies, and it should be a very well played game and a tight game, I'm expecting. And perhaps some extracurriculars.
Maybe. Well, I'll tell you, Mike.
A little, hey, how you doing? Where are you going after the game? Kind of that kind of stuff.
I don't think they'll be shaking hands too much, though. Not on the ice. Mike, I don't think we're going to have any trouble picking the players out, though. I mean, I think you and I have both coached quite a few of these players on the ice tonight, Plainfield and Joliet Catholic.
Yes, a lot of familiar skating styles, as you'll notice. That's how we know them on the ice, because they all have the cages and the helmets on. We know them when they get off the ice by their faces. A lot of good young men come through the Jaguar organization, and they're playing for both these teams, as we said.
Well, a couple people to watch tonight. Obviously on the Joliet Catholic team, you've got at defense, you have
Brian Mostyn,
Brian Mostyn. Why can't I get that out?
Brian Mostyn, a senior on defense. You're going to have another senior leader, number 24, Corey Catalani. Let's keep an eye on him, leader of the offense.
And Adam Sorg. Gallo's a big force out there. He's a hard hit and he likes to hit.
Tony Gallo will be a force to look at, 97. Over on the Plainfield side, Mike, there's some names that pop out that I think we're going to need to look at, or that will remind us. I think, for one, number 5, Matt Hagberg.
Very good player.
An excellent player, and he will most likely all over the ice, along with a young fellow we coach, Matt Gary, number 10. Look to him between those two to be leading the offense. I think just looking at a quick overview of their roster.
For a young man, when he was a peewee, Matt Gary had one of the best wrist shots I've ever seen for somebody at that age.
Yeah.
And I would imagine it's gotten only better.
Exactly.
You've got, I don't know, is Matt Porter, is he a freshman this year?
Matt Porter is a freshman. He I'm sure is playing offense. Along with Matt Young, he's a freshman on the varsity squad. So they've got a lot of good young talent and a lot of good kids to keep an eye on here. I know some seniors. Kenny Jepson is a senior. I believe Timmy Stein, number 25, senior leader.
Jepson's one of those kids that likes to mix it up. He's always liked to be a hitter.
He'll like to mix it up. He knows, obviously, he knows kids on the other side of the blue line. So it's going to be interesting. I know Plainfield has come off a good week of hockey. Last week they came off of 2 victories over the weekend. So they're coming in on a high. Joliet Catholic just played last night and went to a 2-2 tie with Lincoln Way East. So it's been a little feast or famine with the goal scoring on Joliet Catholic side.
Hopefully it'll come tonight.
So we're looking for JCA to stay in the game. They're going to have to clamp down the offensive firepower of Plainfield with Hagberg and Gary and Stein and I believe Jepson and Matt Porter. I mean, you go on and you've got
there's a lot of names on that team.
You got a lot of lines. You got a lot of good players to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Did you find out the scores of those games? Are they scoring goals?
I did not find out the score of those games. No, my internet connection went down and was unable to get the streaming video.
I mean, Matt Hagberg's always been a goal scorer. He's probably as close to a AAA talent as anybody on this ice. He's had a good shot, finds himself in the right spots a lot of times. Corey Catalani for the Hilltoppers is a great stick handler. Also has a good shot. I'm hoping after watching the JCA game last night, Mike, I'm hoping that one thing I'd like to see JCA boys do a little bit more is do some one-timers. It seems like they're getting the opportunities to score, and they seem to want to catch the puck, handle the puck, and then shoot the puck instead of just either one-timing it or directing it towards the net. Or I think they could have had another couple of goals last night if they'd have just let it go instead of catching the pass, handling the puck, and then shooting the puck.
You are correct on your assessment of last night's contest. Yes, there were many times that the puck was on the stick of the JCA offenseman, and he was unable to put it home because it looked like he took a little bit of time and let the goaltender back in.
I think we have a freshman line out there for the
we sure do. And it looks like we've got Positano in the nets for Plainfield, and we've got Steve Casper in the nets for the Hilltoppers. And we're off. Period number 1 in the neutral zone. Fighting for it. There's a early physicality in my Yerkshire. Back there behind their own net. Plainfield now in the near corner, trying to clear it out, bounce it off the near boards. That's Porter and Hannon for JCA. Porter for Plainfield. Back behind the net. Centering pass. Broken up there by Wojtek. On defense, you've got Hannon back there along with Tony Gallo for the Hilltoppers. Gallo now with the puck, trying to skate in front. Intercepted and picked up by Porter. Here comes Porter over the blue line. Possible 2-on-1. TJ fighting, coming back. Porter going through the defense, splits the defense, and then he's ridden off the puck by Mostyn. Pass up to the point, going to go out of the blue line. Going to go past the stick of number 66, Zachary Patchen. Back in neutral ice. Intercepted by Matt Young. Back now into the Joliet Catholic zone. Matt Gary will send it in and down around the near corner and out, and chasing after is Harry Brooks for JCA. Harry Brooks now. Brooks has Ostrom and Catalani. Catalani with the puck, and he shot it wide to the near side. Now Ostrom behind the zone, behind the Plainfield net. Chasing after it there is Brooks. Brooks from JCA, the Hilltoppers. Catalani now. Catalani trying to stick handle around David Oler. Unsuccessful. Now he's got the puck. Catalani skating around to the far circle. Now in the slot. Centering pass doesn't get through. Ostrom now in the near corner. Trying to check him off is Oler. Off to the far boards. Kept in by Lennon. Now here's Catalani. Catalani in the slot. Catalani a shot and a save by Positano. Gary now trying to get it cleared, and it goes down the other end of the ice. Chasing after it there is Labraco and Stellato, and it's going to be frozen by Casper. So our first, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Didn't mean to step on you, but some good offensive pressure there by JCA. I noticed last night they did a good job of it, and they did a good job of right there is working the puck behind the net and cycling it out.
Yes, and we saw a little bit of what we were alluding to with Corey Catalani with the stick handling prowess, as he was able to bring it from behind the net and then get a nice pass, but just couldn't get on the stick of Ostrom or Brooks there in front of the Plainfield net. Now here it is at the point. It's going to be tipped into the near side. Kerry Ludden for the Hilltoppers gets it out. Tony Gallo now at the red line. Gallo over the blue line. He's ridden off the puck by Wojtik. Now Gallo gets it back, sends it down deep, where Sorg will chase after it along with Wojtik and Volarchik. Now over to the far corner. Cleared out and a nice check by Gallo and brought down here by Hagberg. Hagberg now can't get through, and it's cleared back into the neutral zone by the Hilltoppers. Wojtik now with it. Going to send it back in the Hilltopper zone. Not cleared out. Here's Hagberg now at the far circle. Backhander. Save by Casper. Hagberg still with the puck. Dancing behind the net. Sorg is on him now in the near corner. Hagberg getting around. Ludden rides him off the puck. Now up to the point. Kept in by Wojtik. Going back for it there is Sorg. Sorg behind his own net. Tries to get around to the far side. Another big check by Tony Gallo. Backhander doesn't get through. Broken up there by Danny Stellato. Centering pass up to Gallo. Gallo all alone over the blue line. Gallo at the far circle. Shoots. And a save by Positano. And he clears it up to Grachik. It's intercepted by Catalani. Catalani now the far circle. Nice centering pass to slot to Ludden. He can't handle it. And it's frozen there by Positano. And we've got a little bit of hi, how you doing there with Volarchik and Catalani.
Well, I mentioned to you that Gallo likes to throw his weight around, and he did twice on that.
Two big checks.
Two big checks on that. And the second one actually is what sprung him. He knocked the defenseman on his rear end, and then was able to pick up the pass.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Got the nice shot and a nice save, and then it was picked off there. We're going to have a face-off to the left of Positano, taken by Matt Ostrom. One back by Plainfield. Now Plainfield behind their own net. Around the near boards. Picked off and sent back deep by TJ Ruth. Brooks and Young go at it. Mostyn keeps it in. Brooks now back for it. Brooks and Oler. Now Catalani behind the net. Centering pass to the slot. Mostyn! And a shot and a save by Positano. Quick one-timer there, Michael.
Yes. That's what you need. You get that goalie moving, and he's not ready for the shot.
Now in the neutral zone, sent in by Porter. Picking it up on the far circle with a shot, and he shot it wide. Was Alan Rainey. Now into the near boards. Behind his own net now, Mostyn clears to the far side to Ostrom. Ostrom up to Catalani. Catalani over the red line. Catalani over the blue line. He's being nice check off there by Matt Porter. Get him off the puck, and they're still fighting for it. Now picking it up is Matt Young. Matt Young backhands it. Still kept in by the far corner. Now we're fighting over it. Loose puck by the far corner. Shot and a save. Glove save by TJ Positano. Save number 5.
They're getting their opportunities. They keep getting these kind of opportunities. The puck's going to go in the net. There's no doubt about it. Again, I think one thing you certainly see with the Hilltoppers this year, there's a lot more intensity out there on the ice. Their forechecking is very good, Everybody seems to be hustling.
Here's Matthew Gary now for Plainfield trying to get it out. Kept in by Pete Hannon. Pete Hannon to Gallo. Top of the circle. Back to Hannon. Just off his stick as he was going towards the net. Now centering pass to Gallo. Gallo shot off the near side of the net. And now Matt Gary on the near boards. Gary dipsy doodles around Sorg. And here's Stellato. Stellato's going to backhand it in, but offside is the Hillman. Offside are the Hillman.
I tell you.
Should have brought my dictionary.
Your grammar guide, huh? Watch the forechecking of JCA. They do a very good job of it. Everybody's anticipating well.
Gary brought it in, got a shot to Zuda. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly. Andrew shot, and it was deflected into the nets. Normally a souvenir puck, but I think tonight we got to throw him back. Is that correct?
Between periods.
Chuck a puck between periods. You got to love it. Oh, and it tried to spring Catalani, but it was picked off by Wojciker. That would have been dangerous for the Plainfield team. Now here's a pack crosswise pass to Brooks. Brooks with a slap shot. Stick save by Positano. Gary sends it around to the far boards. Centering pass picked off by Wojcik. Wojcik now to the near boards. It's going to be kept in by Ruth. TJ Ruth backhands it in, but now it has cleared through the blue line, and Ostrom sends it in, but a little too soon, and down the other end of the ice will go for a faceoff. It's what they refer to as offsides.
Intentional offsides.
They called it intentional offsides when you get on the other end of the ice. So there'll be a faceoff to the, let me get my bearings correctly here, the left of Steve Casper. Won by Plainfield, sent back into the near boards. Ruth up the near side, not out, kept back in by Kenny Jepson. Now behind his own net is Mostyn. Mostyn to the far side, off the boards and into the neutral ice. Chased after there by Oler, kept in by Catalani and an offsides call.
I'm not sure of that offsides call, but we're going to give the referee the benefit of the doubt.
We shall.
The referee is never wrong.
No, he is not. We're not on the bench anymore. We don't have to say it like that. Almost an interception there in Plainfield territory. Now out on the neutral ice, and here comes Matt Hagberg. Hagberg and Jepson. Hagberg over the blue line is going to send it behind the boards. Chasing after it there is Kenny Jepson. Jepson in the near corner, fighting with TJ Ruth. They're going to have a scrum. Hagberg is going to come in and take the puck out, or is he? Now here comes Catalani. Catalani up the boards. Jepson and Hagberg. Hagberg now. Hagberg near corner. Hagberg stick handles around. Shot. Backhanded shot. But a save by Casper, and now off to the far corner. We go. And cleared in the neutral zone by the Hillman. Hagberg now regroups outside his blue line. Pass to Jepson over the blue line. Jepson at the top of the slot. Top of the circle, I'm sorry. That's deflected behind the net. Corey Catalani will send it around the near boards, and it's going to be kept in by Oler. And now Hagberg will get control at the behind the net in the near corner. TJ Ruth backhands it up. Oler's going to keep it in. Nope, it does come out. And I believe we're going to have a delayed penalty here.
Somebody's going to blow to a head.
Harry Brooks is going to go off for 2 minutes here at the 6:54 mark of the first period. Our first
86
penalty
White's
of
got a
the
minor
evening.
for a head check.
Got a head check.
Well, it's hard for him not to hit somebody in the head, Mike. He's only 6'3" or 6'4".
He's a tall fella. Then you put the skates on him and just imagine.
Yeah, and then he's about 6'7", 6'8".
Face-off won and controlled by Plainfield. Matt Porter now at center ice. He will dump it in. JCA on the kill. Plainfield on the power play. Up at the point, shot. Deflected wide by Stellato. Kept in by Wojcik at the point. Wojcik with a slapper, and nice save there by Casper in the breadbasket.
We'll give him those shots all night long from the point.
He had a clear shot. Nobody in the way, but that also benefits the goalie.
Last night, Joliet Catholic's penalty killing team did real well.
Here's a face-off control back by JCA and clear down the other end of the ice. Going for it there will be Wojtek. Adam Sorg hustling into the far corner. Adam Sorg hustling around there. He takes control of the puck behind the net now. Here's Adam Sorg getting bounced around. I don't know how he got that puck out by the goalie. Now it's picked up there by Plainfield. They'll regroup. Cross-ice pass up to Ellen Rainey. Rainey tries to get it in. Kept in by Young. We have another delayed penalty, Mike.
I don't know what this one's
Or
for.
is it?
He's going to get a rough.
Let's see what the call is.
66 White's got a minor for high stick.
High stick, okay.
Mark Lennon with a high stick. Up there at the blue line, Mike. Was that where it was?
Yeah, it was right at the blue line. I didn't see the stick come up, but that doesn't, I think I probably just didn't see it.
Interesting formation for Plainfield. They got Labraco wide here by the blue line. Mostyn sees him. Or, I'm sorry, TJ Ruth sees him and comes over to him. Here's Mostyn now. And he's going to clear it out the ice. We got a 5-on-3. Here comes Catalani one-on-one now. Catalani over the blue line. Catalani gets around the defenseman. He shoots and a save by Positano. Nice individual effort by Corey Catalani. They did not freeze it. Catalani again intercepts it. Here's Oler now. Oler for Plainfield trying to regroup. You got Oler, Gary, and Labraco. Oler sends it, sends one of the assistant coaches flying.
Oh,
Excuse
boy,
me.
that would have been a big goal
Excuse
if Catalani had been able to tuck that one in.
Yeah, he made a nice move around the defenseman.
A 5-on-3.
5-on-3 penalty kill. We've got 31 seconds to go on that. Then it'll be a 5-on-4 for about a minute. Here's Jepson now. Center ice, trying to get his bouncing off skates. You got Jepson, Hagberg, and I believe that's Matt Gary. Picked up by JCA and sent down the length of the ice. Oler there behind his own net will pick that up. Here's Kenny Jepson. Intercepted there by Brian Mostyn. Back into the Plainfield zone. We're going to have a high stick now called on Plainfield. 1 second to go on
Blue on high stick.
first JCA penalty. Kenny Jepson will go in for 2 minutes for a high stick. You've got a minute left on the second JCA penalty to Mark Lennon. And then you'll have a minute power play for JCA immediately after that. Of course, this is all conjecture at this point.
Based on nobody else getting a penalty.
Exactly. Here's Catalani now at the blue line, stick handling around. Shot deflected off the defenseman. Kept in by Ruth. There's Catalani again. Gets around Oler. Oler on Catalani. Catalani stick handles in front. Backhander. Still a loose puck. There's Brooks with a backhander that goes through the crease. And now you have Matt Young with the puck. Oh, and Harry Brooks went on him. And now we got some,
I think we're
going to get an
another
elbow here. It
penalty.
looks like here's Catalani dancing in front of shot. Oh. Another save. Brooks on the rebound. And I don't know how Positano got his leg over there to save that, Mike.
I think that's to just keep your pad in front of the net save, you know.
Boy, an excellent opportunity for JCA as Catalani came with a backhander that was
66
saved.
Blues got a minor for roughing.
Yeah, he took a pretty good run at Harry behind the net there.
Let's take a look at the replay, Mike.
Oh, Harry just missed it.
Brooks was right there. He just could not stuff it home.
He almost had a goal. He did have a goal that was very similar to that last night. Just right place at the right time, picked up the loose puck and was able to tuck it in last night.
Loose puck in front under the goalie. Again, I'm sorry to walk all over you, Michael, but
It's okay. It was getting exciting there, Mike.
so what do we have?
Well, we've
4
got
on 3.
4 on 3 right now, but we're going to have 5 on 3 in 17 seconds.
All right, face-off won by JCA, sent behind the net by Ostrom. Picked up there by Gallo. Gallo up to the fall. He went to the far point to Ostrom, but outside of his reach. And back into the Hillman zone. Here's Stellato now. He's got a streaking Sorg. Sorg splits the defense, but a nice defensive play there by Plainfield. Chris Labraco, who, by the way, let's get a shout out to Chris Labraco. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Christopher. Good young player. Here's a centering pass right in front. Bounced around, still loose. Hannon now shoots it. Back behind the net, Peter Hannon. Wojcik back there, up to the point, Stellato, shot it wide to the near side. Comes around, we got a 5-on-3 now for JCA. Here comes Hannon, centering pass through to Stellato. Stellato with a shot off the skate, and a save by Positano as Sorg was standing on the doorstep.
Well, they need to be patient. They got 21 seconds of 3-on-3, or I mean a 5-on-3. You need to be patient, get that quality shot, Mike. Just move the puck around, make them move, and see what develops.
You got it. Here's a face-off. Centering pass in front there. Sorg with a backhander, doesn't go through. I'm sorry, it was Ludden. Ludden over to Catalani through his skates. Catalani now on the far side. Catalani skating around. Up at the blue line, Catalani over to Stellato. Stellato top of the circle. Shot it wide to the near side. Catalani now behind the net. Catalani out to the far side. 5-on-4 now for JCA. And Oler is all over Catalani, and he cleared it down the other end. Labraco and Stellato will go after it. Stellato gets control, sends it back in, and that maybe it is not. Thought it might have been an icing.
Plainfield touched it before it got to the goal line.
Volarchik back there for Plainfield behind his own net. Here's Ludden now, comes out with it for JCA. Ludden at the near circle, dancing around, back behind the net to Brooks. Brooks over to Catalani. Catalani on the far side, centering, pass right through. Couldn't get a stick on it, was Ludden. Here's Stellato dancing in, loose puck in front, backhander. And I think it was off Positano's face mask.
Well, they had Catalani parked on the far side of the net, and if they could have got the puck through, it would have been a tap in.
So we have 2 seconds left on the penalty. Let's take a look at this replay. Nice setup here by Ludden. Back to live action. No. We're back to live action. Puck now on the far side. Plainfield behind their own net. Tries to clear it out on the near side. Ruth will keep it in there. Hagberg now. Hagberg tries to get it out. He does in the neutral zone. And is picked off there by Jepson. Jepson coming in. Mostyn coming on him. And Mostyn rides him off the puck. Loose puck behind the net. Mostyn will send it around to the far side. It's going to be kept in there by Volarchik. Volarchik will send it back down deep. They cycle the puck over to Hagberg. Hagberg going at it with Sorg. Here's Ulitz now on the far side. Sorg and Hagberg going at it. Cleared it into the neutral zone. Here's Emma Rambo going after it. Here's now David Oler for Plainfield. We'll send it back into the JCA zone. Back behind the net goes Mostyn. Brian Mostyn off the glass. And up to Volarchik for Plainfield. Volarchik cross ice to Dracic. Dracic will one-time it into the JCA zone where Hagberg will forecheck after it there. You've got Hagberg, Dracic, and Jepson for Plainfield. Fighting for it on the far corner, far boards. Now Mostyn comes out with it. Mostyn up to Catalani. Catalani tries to dance around the defenseman, and he is checked off the puck there. Nice defensive play. Under a minute to go in the period, and a big check by Catalani. Here's a loose puck. Catalani tries to pick it up. Hannon now. Hannon centering pass to Catalani. Rebound to Fanning. Catalani again. Broken up Fanning now with a shot. And another save. Mercy, a quick flurry in front of the net.
I think there was 3 shots there in about 3 seconds. Well, I'll tell you what, you've got to like this offensive work. There's a nice check.
That opened it up right there.
Peter grabs the puck, back to
Nice
Catalani.
pass, nice
There's the
one-timer.
one-timer I'm looking for.
Yep, there it was.
That's such a big thing. I mean, you give that goalie just 1 second to get ready. I mean, one you let him. Well, go ahead, Mike. I'll let you do some play-by-play here, and we'll talk about that later.
Plainfield's going to send it down the length of the ice as they're going to need to regroup, and we're going to get an icing call here.
What I was trying to say is, I mean, there's 3 things the goalie has to do. First of all, he's got to locate the puck, and if you get that one-timer off, first of all, he may not be in a position, period, to stop it. The puck's going to go right to the net. The second thing he's got to do is he's got to close up his gaps. He's got to get his stick on the ice. He's got to get his pads together and everything else. That one-timer, if it's just a little bit beyond that, he doesn't have time to do that. You know, you give him that extra 2 seconds, and he's got time to get ready, get set, and it's just so much easier for him to make a save. Sometimes all it takes is directing the puck towards the net.
Well, that's the end of the first period, and it was a scoreless first period, but not a period without action. And we should say most of the action, I think, was in front of Anthony T.J. Positano.
Well, that's what the scoreboard is saying. 16-4 in shots.
Yes. And a flurry there near the end by the Hillman almost resulted in a goal. There's a lot of high-scoring opportunities. What's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here.
Quality opportunities.
There you go.
A lot of quality opportunities out there.
Yes.
Well, they're doing a great job of the defense is doing a good job. They're getting pressure out at the points. They're putting the puck back behind the net, and they're doing a good job of cycling the puck or playing the dead spots in the ice, playing behind the net where there's a little bit of open room. You draw a defenseman into you. You slide the puck back to the other side of the net. They're doing a good job of working behind the net, and all it takes is for one of the defensemen to look away from his check, and for that guy to step open and
lose the guy behind him.
Lose the guy behind him.
Right.
I mean, if a team is playing that way, what you really need to do to defend that is to stay on the man that you're on.
Right. You can't score from behind the net.
No, you can't score from behind the net. But if you follow that puck carrier into the corner, and he does a drop pass or something deeper into the corner, and then you turn and go to the puck, the man you just left is going to go to the front of the net.
You're right.
And he's open. So you need to stay on him. You need to stay on the people. You need to stick to them like glue.
And a lot of that was going on. Was Plainfield maybe running around a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the defensive zone?
And we're going to hope that they continue to do that, Mike.
And on the Plainfield side, they're going to hope that they do not. They stick to their men, as you say, like glue. Back to live action. It's going to be dumped in by Plainfield into the Hillman zone. Clearing pass up to Catalani. Catalani back to Lennon. Lennon now into the neutral zone where Brooks and Young, not Brooks and Dunn, will go at it. Give me a laugh track or something. I'm dying up here. Lennon now into the neutral zone. Harry Brooks has got a little fire in his belly tonight. Catalani now dancing around up by the point. Over to the other point to Stellato in the circle. Stellato, a shot and a goal! Danny Stellato scores at the 13:25 mark.
Well, that's a nice way to open up that second period. We knew they were going to come. You can only take so many shots that they're not going to go in the net.
Danny Stellato with the goal off an assist from Corey Catalani at 13:25 of the second period. Let's take a look at that replay. Nice quick little snapshot by Dan.
On the short side.
Short side, and he got under his pads. Back to live action, Matt Gary and TJ Ruth going after the puck. Onto the near side now. Tony Gallo gets it up into the neutral zone, chasing after it there with a possible 2-on-1 is Adam Sorg. Sorg around the defense. Loses the puck behind the net. Peter Hannon was now behind the net. Cycling attempt is picked off by Plainfield. Matt Gary now and TJ Ruth fighting for it into the neutral zone. Picked off there by Zuda. Kept in by Wojcik. Back behind his own net now Gallo around to the near boards. It's going to be sent around the ice and into Plainfield zone where no icing will be called. It died there in the corner. Kept out now Labraco. Labraco tries to dance around the defense. Ruth picks it off there, back into the neutral zone still. Sent into the zone by Plainfield. Now Ruth will backhand it out, back into the neutral zone where Volarchik will pick it up. Volarchik now sets it up over to Zuda. It's going to be brought in there by Gallo. Gallo over to Hannon. Hannon skates in front of backhander. Tried to go to the short side. Had an opening, but just didn't zip it up high enough. And Zuda will now try to send it out. Kept in there by Mostyn. Mostyn now to Hannon. Hannon checked off of his puck. And it's sent down the ice. We got a race now. Matt Gary picks it up in front of a lot of backhander, and he shot it wide to the far side. Looks like he might have had him. Now we've got a counter. Here comes Emma Rambo. Emma Rambo over the blue line. A slap shot is broken up there by the defense. Loose puck in front. Bouncing puck sent over to LeBracco. LeBracco gets it up to Jepson. Jepson over the red line. Jepson and Hagberg. Nice play by Stellato to cause an offsides.
Well, that's twice in the second period that JCA stepped up nicely at their own blue line and closed the rush by Plainfield down. That's another important thing. Don't let them gain that line. If you can challenge them at the blue line, challenge them at the blue line.
Here is the face-off just outside the blue line. It's going to be brought in by Plainfield. Jepson backhanded pass picked off there by Stellato up to Rambo. Rambo can't get it out. Here's Hagberg. Hagberg back down behind the JCA net where Lennon will pick it up. Lennon now in the far corner up to Rambo past her stick. Kept in by Plainfield. A shot from the point wide to the near side. There's a backhanded pass by Jepson. Rambo now will send it out. She got clocked. Back forward is Ludden chasing after it. Here's Oler now for Plainfield. Up to Jepson. Jepson centering pass. Picked off there. Ulitz will get it and send it back into the zone. And Patchen and Oler back there. Oler now up to the near boards and out. Stellato for JCA. Back up to Ulitz. Just off of Ulitz's stick. He's going to dump it in. There goes Catalani. Catalani now trying to make a move. Here comes Brooks. Just off of his stick. Defense pinching in. And here comes Plainfield. Possible 3-on-2, but Brooks came back and did a nice job of back checking to eliminate that possibility. Brooks again bringing it in. Here's Brooks at the top of the slot. Now the far circle. Brooks turning, shooting. And a pad save. Ludden with a backhander doesn't go through. Up to Ruth. Ruth now. Catalani will send it down deep. Brooks and Patchen go after it. Patchen comes around to the near boards. Up where Mostyn will get it. Mostyn with a wrist shot. Steered away there by Positano. Here's Ludden now. Ludden skates around. Shoots and a save by Positano. And a whistle.
You know, Mike, you got to love watching Harry Brooks play hockey. He's a man with a mission when he's out there on the ice. He's always going. He's got those long legs,
the
long
kid's about,
stride.
If it's possible, he's about 6'12". He's all arms and legs, and it's all flying.
And it's all he doesn't know anything but hustle. I mean, the guy is always moving out there.
Here's the face-off to the right of Positano. A little bit of a scrum, and we got a big check down there, but no call. Sent down the length of the ice, picked up there by Lennon. Lennon gets around to the near boards. It's going to be kept in by Plainfield. Rainey. Now Gallo backhanded out to Fanning. Fanning tries to stick handle around and get it up to Ostrom. It's picked off there by Porter. Porter taken off of his stick by Stellato. Stellato cross-ice pass over to Gallo. Gallo just out of his reach, but he does keep it in. Oh, and a big check. Matt Ostrom now behind his own net. Comes around up to the point. Lennon, wrist shot, bouncing puck, and a save on a pop-up there by Positano. We got some extracurriculars going on now.
We need to get Gallo out of there. We got a power play coming. We don't want to give that up. At least I think we got a power play coming.
We do have a penalty on Plainfield coming up. It appears that number 16, Nicholas Velarchik.
It looks like they're both going to go.
Coincidental minors.
Sorry. 16 Blues got a minor for interference, and 97 White's got a minor for roughing.
Rough.
So we got an interference on Plainfield and a rough on Joliet. Can of corn, you might call that. Around here, it is baseball season as the White Sox find themselves in an unfamiliar spot. Face-off won by JCA. Now up the high slot. Shot, it got through. Standing on the doorstep there was Adam Polnick. Here's Sorg now. Adam Sorg. He's dumped off the puck. Coming in is Lennon. Off the shin guards, and here comes Plainfield on a counter. It looks like it's Matt. Oh, a nice job by Danny Stellato to knock the puck off of Matt Porter's stick. Now behind their own net. You've got Rainey and Porter for Plainfield fighting for the puck with Lennon and Catalani. Lennon now behind his own net. You've got Rainey and Porter trying to get the puck out. Now we have the loose puck sent up to the blue line and a squibber into the neutral zone. Catalani now over the red line. checked off nicely by Zuda. Catalani does a...
I think Catalani thought he was on the football field across the street there.
That was a flip.
A little forward lateral.
Here's Sorg at the top. Rister. Ooh, and a bouncing puck and a nice save by Positano. That stayed close to the ice when it bounced.
Yeah. Almost snuck through the pads.
Yeah, he did not get that Sunday go to meet and hop.
You are definitely into the baseball mood, aren't you, Mike?
Face off to the right of Positano, who has been nothing less than brilliant so far to this game. 23 shots, and only one has gotten by. JCA now into the near corner. Plainfield sends it around to the near boards. Here's Brooks. Brooks is going to cycle it back to Ostrom. Ostrom back to Brooks, picked off there by Plainfield. Ostrom back with the puck. Backhanders through. Loose puck in front. Sticks going at it. Sent aside there by Oler, back behind the net. Here's Rambo with a shot off the far side of the net. And Plainfield's going to come out with it. Gary almost streaking wide. Almost had a chance at a breakaway. Did get behind the defenseman, but it was picked off there by T.J. Ruth. And there's a big check by Matt Ostrom behind the net. JCA and Plainfield both seem to be throwing their weight around as we expected. Oler now in the far corner, cleared but not out, kept in by Ruth. Now Ostrom, he'll backhand it through. Oler again, going to flip it up. Oh, and a nice job by Brian Mostyn, but that'll be a hand pass for sure.
That was a heck of a job. That was a heck of a job of keeping the...
I saw air under those skates. He did get up.
Bad ankle and all.
Yes. Ryan Mostyn, not known for his
leaping abilities,
was reaching for the rafters to keep that puck in the zone. Nice hustle play. Face off just outside the blue line. Control by Plainfield. Here comes Plainfield. Again, Stellato thwarts that effort. Here's Ludden now. Ludden
can't find the puck.
Can't find it between the skates. Here's Lennon. He'll send it in. And you've got Zach Patchen back there for Plainfield. A shot on goal. Loose puck in front. Positano will get on it as Peter Hannon was right there on the doorstep ready to ring the bell.
And I know he'd love to ring that bell.
Reminds me of a bad song from the late 70s, early 80s. And I will not.
Please don't.
Not sing it.
You got a great voice, Mike. We all. But it's meant for Frank Sinatra, not. I don't know who sang that one.
Here's a face-off, shot quickly through, but it's picked off there by Volarchik. Around the far corner, there's Stellato.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they are doing a great job
pinching in on the boards. Mm-hmm. That they are, keeping the pressure on Plainfield here through the second period. 6:43 remaining, halfway through the second, and it has been, I'd say for the most part, all JCA. Here's Plainfield now. Hagberg coming in all alone. Here goes Leonard to get on him. Hagberg with a shot and a save and a rebound in front. Still a loose puck in front. Whacked at it there and a goal by Plainfield. 29. I think Kenny Jepson got it.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, it can be all JCA to this point, but when you only have a one-goal lead, it only takes one to make it a brand-new ball game.
That's exactly right. So a nice shot by Hagberg, and the bouncing puck in front was not able to be corralled by the goaltender Casper.
29-5.
29, Kenny Jepson.
29-5.
From Matt Hagberg.
Yeah, you know, I think Jepson had 2 or 3 whacks at it before he put it in. Somebody needs to put that guy on his rear end.
Here comes Sorg over the blue line. It's deflected into the net. So it's 1-1 here. As quickly as we thought it was going to be one-sided, it has just turned. Plainfield has come back with a nice effort by Matt Hagberg with a quick shot, bouncing puck, and then Kenny Jepson was there on the doorstep, and he did ring the bell.
Well, I'll tell you what, we just can't let this take us out of the game as far as mentally. We've been playing great, cycling the puck and good defense, so we'll just continue.
Plainfield again gets a man streaking down. He gets around the defense. Here's Matt Powder coming in. Shot and a goal Off the right shoulder of Steve Casper. Matt Porter came in all alone. Off of the lead pass from inside the JCA zone. And as quickly as you can say how you doing, it's 2-1 Plainfield.
68 unassisted.
Here's the replay. They found Porter streaking. He got a shot from the far corner, far circle, and just bounced off his shoulder from what I could tell.
Yep, looks like it. He made a nice little move at the blue line to step around the defender.
Here's the face-off, and now Plainfield has a quicker jump to their step. Rainey's going to dump it in. Going after it there is Young. Young for Plainfield, along with Porter and Rainey. The Hillman. Here comes Harry Brooks. Harry, backhanded centering pass. Loose puck in front. Now out to the point. Shot by Ruth, and a glove save by T.J. Positano.
This is where JCA's got to get right back into this game and stop this momentum swing, Mike.
The momentum has definitely switched over to the blue Plainfield side, the red, white, and blue. Wearing the away solid blue color tonight. JCA with the home whites. Face off, controlled shot, and a save by Positano. Quick shot there by Matt Ostrom.
Very good face-off play ran there by JCA. Harry tied up the center, and Matt came right in, picked up the puck, and got the quick shot off. Run it again.
Now but the point, Ruth again with a snapshot. That's going to go into the near corner. Picked up there by Gallo. Off of Gallo. Gallo backhander, loose puck in front. Just couldn't get a stick on it, was Ostrom. Now you got Matt Gary. Going to get it up to a streaking LaBracco. LaBracco and Mostyn will go after it. And what do we have here?
We have an icing.
It's almost like he didn't blow the whistle until it was touched. I don't know.
Well, both these teams this year, Mike, have new coaches. You've got Mr. Suter for Plainfield is coaching his first year with them.
Face off and a quick shot by Ostrom. Loose puck in front. Comes out to the point. Here's Ruth. Ruth doesn't go through. Deflected to the far corner. What do we have here? We have got some fisticuffs. Gallo. And you don't want to see that. Tony Gallo lost his cool in front of the net. I'm not sure what provoked that. With Nicholas Pilarchik.
That should be 2 minutes. Shouldn't be out of the game.
What to say about that one, Mike?
97 White's got a 5-minute major for fighting and a game misconduct. And a 2-minute minor for a high stick.
I was just going to say that the JCA team's a much more disciplined team this year.
Should I put 2 on or just 1 5 minutes?
You don't like to see that.
Put up to 7.
7-minute power play.
7-minute power play. Two to 1 contest, and you're going to be down for 7 minutes, which will take you into the third period. 5 minutes remaining in this one.
This is a practice game tonight, isn't it? This isn't a league game, is it? I mean, you hate to also lose Tony for
it's a practice game. I don't know what that will mean. He's going to be out for at least another game.
Well, it'll be the next game played.
Yeah. Which will be a league game. So, Mr. Gallo will be cooling off in the locker room. His night is over early. JCA will be faced with a 7-minute penalty kill. And just when Plainfield was starting to get their legs under them, this can only help.
Oh, you gotta hate this as a coach. I mean, you're out shooting the team 27-9. You have a momentum swing where the other team comes back, scores 2 quick goals on you, and then you end up on a 7-minute penalty kill.
Face off outside the blue line. Catalani will bring it in. Catalani and Sorg.
We need a shorty.
On a shot off the net by Catalani. Now behind his own net, Volarchik. Volarchik skating in front. Picked off there by Mostyn. Mostyn back to Ruth. Ruth back into the Plainfield. And now in the neutral zone, you've got Hagberg out there. Hagberg and Jepson and Grachik for Plainfield on the offense. Volarchik is one of the defensemen. Passed up to and past Hagberg. Mostyn will pick it up now in the neutral zone and send it back down deep. Wojtek and Volarchik back in the blue line for Plainfield. Almost picked off there by Sorg. And he did get a shot, but he shot it wide. A hustling Sorg with another shot. And just a sick save by Positano. Plainfield is getting a little careless with the puck in their own zone. Here's Volarchik coming out into the neutral zone. Volarchik now into the JCA zone. Volarchik still after the puck. Backhander. Shot. Stick aside by Casper. Now up to the blue line. Doesn't get through.
Yes.
Nice job by Mostyn up to Catalani. Catalani now on Wojtek. Catalani with a shot to the far side. Just shot it wide. Here's Mostyn now trying to freeze the puck inside the zone. Kept in. And deflected and a save. And he's going to keep it in his glove by Positano as Catalani was right there and Mostyn was coming in.
Well, you always want your guys to try to make that goalie freeze the puck, especially on a penalty kill.
Absolutely. Looks like we've got the freshman line out there now with Young and Porter. Face off to the right of Positano. Back forward now is Matt Young. Matt Young behind his own net. Sets it up, sends it in the neutral zone. Just past Matt Porter's stick. Controlled by Ostrom and back into the zone. Back for it, there will be Zach Patchen. Fighting for it on the far boards again is Harry Brooks. The cross-ice pass picked off, but now it's picked in by Porter. Here's Porter now on the near boards. Porter behind the net. Porter to the far side. Brooks is there. Brooks doesn't want to freeze it there, I don't think, does he?
I think he may have had some time. I think he had time enough to ice it.
But he will get a face-off. So they have killed off about 2.5 minutes of the 7-minute penalty.
Well, as I was saying earlier, you've got 2 new coaches. You got Bill Huff coaching the JCA this year, and I think he's done a fine job as far as getting these guys to work systems. They're doing great with their offensive cycling, and watch this this penalty kill.
Ooh, and a quick shot by Matt Gary. Save and a glove.
They stay very disciplined and stay in their box. Make all the shots come from the outside.
Be a face-off just to the left of Casper. It'll be taken by Andrew Zuda and Adam Sorg. One back by Sorg. Clearing attempt goes off one of the pylons outside the playing surface. And we'll face off again inside the JCA zone. And it'll be Catalani now. Face off one, and quick shot by Matt Gary. Goes through the crease, picked up there by Adam Sorg and sent down the length of the ice, where Positano will try to play it, but it's going to be picked up there by a hustling Corey Catalani. And Corey looks like he's going to try to waste a little time, but Chris LeBracco comes out with it. Chris LeBracco gets it up and over the neutral zone. LeBracco with it again at the top of the circle. A shot and a save and a glove, and we'll get another face-off. So a short 3 minutes ago, it was 27-9 on shots. A couple of 3 more shots for Plainfield. So they're going to take advantage of this power play and at least try to continue the momentum that they gathered by the 2 quick goals.
Probably not going to see a whole lot of shots on goal right now from JCA. So that 27 or that 15 shot or.
You can do it. You can do it. Here's Hagberg dancing in front, picked off of his pocket. Up to Volarchik. Volarchik's going to send it back down into the near corner where Hagberg and Ostrom will fight for it. Hagberg's going to come out with it. Hagberg behind the JCA net. Now Brooks over him. Now Stellato. Now Brooks. And Stellato and Hagberg go at it. Stellato now has it and will clear it down the end of the ice. Chasing after is Ludden. Ludden might get to it. He does. Ludden and Volarchik makes a move, but Volarchik poke checks the puck away from it. Here's Brooks in front. Centering pass to the point, kept in nicely by Stellato. Nice job, nice hustle by Kerry Ludden on that shift, and now Hagberg comes back with it. Hagberg up to Grachik. Grachik over the blue line. Back up to Hagberg. Hagberg with a slap shot. Bounces off of Ostrom. Loose puck sent down into the neutral zone, where Patchen will go after it. Patchen now up to Grachik, and picked up there by Hagberg. Hagberg over the blue line. He's got Kenny Jepson on his right. Now he skates around to the far circle, skating back behind the net. One-handing it, trying to get rid of. Still on control of the puck. Now in the near circle. Now up at the point. Hagberg still with the puck. Now we'll just send it deep. Going after it there will be James Grachik. Grachik now in the near corner. Grachik centering pass in front. Loose puck in front. Hagberg has it. Shoots. He scores up in the upper corner.
Well, there's not much you can say about that one, Mike. I mean, you really, if you're killing a penalty, you don't mind that guy skating around the perimeter like that. He can skate all he wants, as long as he's not getting a good, clear shot. But he was able to pick up the puck there and skate it over right out across the top of the slot. Right across the top of the slot, and picked out the corner.
Here's Catalani with a quick shot and a save by Positano, as JCA took it. 3-1 is the score here with 13 seconds to go in the second period.
And unfortunately, with a major penalty like that, you don't lose the penalty. So they're still on a power play.
Yes, they are. You are correct, sir. Here's Plainfield. Now they're going to get it past Mothin, and the race is on. Rainey going after the puck. Will get it for Plainfield. 6 seconds. Centering pass through the zone. Oler now. Catalani gets it around Oler. He's going to have to hurry. 1 second, a shot. And he shot it wide to the near side, and that's how we'll end it. After 2, it is Plainfield 3, Joliet Catholic Academy 1.
Well, what do you think Mr. Huff is going to say when he gets in the locker room, Mike? Because I'll tell you what, for outplaying Plainfield as much as they did in the first period and a good portion of the second, it's hard to believe that Joliet Catholic's in the position that they're in right now.
Yeah, we were just about to say, or in fact, I think we did, if you want to be a court reporter and re-roll the tape, I believe we did say that JCA was controlling the game to this point, and then everything changed. Everything changed in a quick hurry. At the 6-minute and 30-second mark of the second period, everything changed quickly. As Plainfield, Kenny Jepson streaked down the right side of the ice, I believe.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, Matt Hagberg streaked down the right side of the ice, got a quick shot off, it bounced in front. Kenny Jepson was there to
whack at it two or three times
and was able to
finally chip it home.
Put one home. Then, no less than 30 seconds later, Michael, we had Matt Porter coming in all alone on the left side, got behind the defense and was able to score and put it up 2-1. So in a period of, in a matter of 30 seconds, that went from domination by the Hillmen to a quick lead by Plainfield, and you have to give credit to Plainfield for not giving up.
Well, not only that, but that quick turnaround and that momentum swing. Well, I'd say obviously it got under Mr. Gallo's skin, and he lost his cool. He gives them a 7-minute power play. You go from a game where you're getting your chances, and you know that if you're winning, you're ahead 17-5 in shots at one point. You keep taking those shots. I don't know what. One of them's going to go in.
Yeah.
They're gonna start scoring. You just got to maintain your composure and play your game. Be patient, and eventually something's going to happen for you. You make a couple critical mistakes, then lose your composure, go on that, and it's a whole shift.
As you can see, it's a whole different game. Yeah, 16-4 shots on goal, and I think it was something to 5 before this happened.
Yeah.
Before the quick shot happened by Matt Hagberg and Kenny Jepson put it in. And then Plainfield capitalized real quick again, but then, like you said, Tony lost his cool and is done for the game, and the team is killing a 7-minute penalty, of which Plainfield has scored 1 goal on.
And they still have 1:58 left to kill after when they get back into the third period. And 1 goal at this point could put a nail in the coffin.
Well, 1 goal by Plainfield will pretty much do it. Joliet Catholic, 3 goals. Not sure if we've scored more than 3 yet this year, so it's a mountain to climb. Not insurmountable the way they played if they can keep playing the way they did in the first period and a half.
No, it's not. They just need to keep
focus.
Keep focus. Keep shooting the puck. And they need to, after the puck is shot, they need to be there to try pounding one of those rebounds home too. So they need to keep rushing in that, keep crowding in that, get the shots, keep working their cycle. They do well cycling the puck behind the net. It'll happen. I think JCA will score at least another goal in this game if they play that way. And what do you think?
I believe you're right. They are cycling the puck well behind the net, and it seemed there in the beginning, at least a period and a half, that they were catching Plainfield kind of running around a little bit, leaving their man unattended, and they were getting some quality chances. But you cannot underestimate the game that Pasatano is playing.
He's having a great game
for them. 28 shots on goal, and all but 1 he's been able to corral.
And I'll tell you what,
and there's been a lot of quality chances.
They've been a lot of quality
They're
chances.
Not easy.
And I'll tell you, that says another thing. You have to hit the corners. You have to hit the corners. You either keep the puck on the ice or pick out the corners. I mean, that goalie's catching a lot of those shots in his chest.
Right, and perhaps that might have been something Coach Huff had talked about on the bench, because if we noticed towards the end of the second period here, some of the shots that JCA was getting, it looked like they were trying to snipe at the corners.
Yeah, well, that's what you have to do.
It looked like Catalani was trying to snipe, and I think one of the other young fellows was trying to snipe at the corners.
Well, if you look at Matt Hagberg's last goal, that's what he did. He carried the puck around, put it up in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, it was an excellent goal, but nothing we didn't expect from Matt Hagberg. We talked about the guys, the keys to the game, and Hagberg was one of them, and his name is all over the scoring sheet, along with Porter and Jepson. And we talked about Porter, one of the up-and-coming freshmen here, bright future on the ice for that squad, and Kenny Jepson, one of the leaders, is a senior.
Yeah.
So,
well, Matt Porter, Bobby Porter, his brother, was a real good hockey player for the Jaguars, and Matt, Matt has always following right along in his brother's footsteps. So it is a hockey playing family.
It is. And as much as we like to see Matt succeed, we are saddened that we weren't able to get him on our squad. But that's a story for another day, as you know, there's no recruiting going on.
No.
But anyway, with the 7-minute power play, Plainfield was able to jump back into it a little bit on shots, as they were only outshot 12-9 in the second period to come back in it. But I think if JCA comes out, kills off this remaining, it's about 2 minutes on a penalty kill. They can kill those 2 minutes off without any further blood. Continue to go at their game like they have. We're in for a barn burner, I think. I think we can get a...
Hey, 1 goal and you're right back into it. One goal and you're 1 goal away. Like to see a win rather than a tie, so let's score 3.
You got it. You have that correct, sir. So shall we talk about the first goal of the game? It was scored at 13:25 of the second period by...
Which was a hell of a way to start. Young.
Yeah, young Dan Stellato.
Oh, young Dan Stellato.
You didn't let me finish.
I'm sorry. And it was a nice pass by Corey, who carried the puck up towards the blue line and saw Danny creeping in on the far side.
Yep.
Put a puck across to him, and Danny caught the near side of the net.
He did a quick snapshot, something that you've been looking for. You were looking for some of the one-timers, and while it might not have been a one-timer, it wasn't a full-fledged wind-it-up slap shot where you give everybody in the house knows where it's going.
Yeah.
But he did a quick snapshot, maybe took the goalie by surprise.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's I mean, you look at any pro game.
All right.
95% of the goals that are scored by the pros are done quickly. You know, they don't. You give the goalie time to react, and he's all set and ready for that shot. He's got the angle covered. He's got his gaps closed. You're not going to score too much.
No.
You get a quick shot. Sometimes all you have to do is direct the puck towards the net. You don't even absolutely have to take a shot. Deflect it.
Yeah.
You know, just put it towards the net.
If you've got bodies in front, you can get a deflection.
That goalie's not ready for it. You got a heck of a lot more chance of it going in than giving him that extra split second to gather himself.
And you're going to have to do that because we spoke of him before. Anthony Pasatano was having a whale of a game tonight. He's been able to stop everything, and I think JCA, the secret for them to get back into this game, as you had alluded to, Michael, is to snipe at the corners. They're going to have to go high, I think, and get up either the right shoulder or the left shoulder, and that's how they'll have to get into it. On the other hand, Plainfield has another 2 minutes of a power play, and they need to keep the pressure on, control the puck a little bit. It seems like they made a few mistakes in their own zone that were not capitalized on by the Hilltoppers. So Plainfield's kind of walking dangerously in their own zone, I think, defensively. Getting that puck up the middle, which usually is a no-no.
Yeah,
in your own zone.
I think as long as JCA, I hope they don't change what they've been doing. You know, I hope Bill hasn't gone in there and said we want to do this now, because I think they're having success at it. It's just a matter of getting, hitting the corners, and trying to keep the puck going towards the net, keep charging the net, get the rebounds, keep battling out there. This game's a long ways from over.
Oh yeah, and Plainfield just needs to continue getting an offensive surge going with Hagberg and Porter seem to be their quickest skaters, along with Matt Gary. Hagberg, a stick handler and a quick skater. He's going to be able to create a lot of chances for him, and he needs to continue that. He does that, and the game's in the bag for Plainfield.
Yeah. Well, people might say, well, geez, they let Hagberg skate all the way around the zone. Nobody put a body on him. When you're killing a penalty, you really don't want to put a body on somebody. You don't want to get tied up in checks, because now you're a 4-on-3. It's a lot easier to score on a 4-on-3 than it is a 5-on-4.
Right.
So.
And like you said earlier, you'll let him skate all around there as long as he doesn't shoot it.
That's right. As long as you can keep that puck at the perimeter of the zone. You don't want somebody shooting from right in front of the net or, the top of the slot.
Right.
You don't want anybody between the pipes taking shots. So most penalty killers or penalty killing systems are based on trying to keep that puck on the perimeter of the zone. Let them take those shots from the outside. Then you just got to clear the guy, clear the guy out so that the goalie can see the puck coming. Goalie's going to make that save.
Yep. You want them to take the shots from the side, like you said. That way the goalie can cut down the angle.
Yep.
But then have a better success
But once
rate.
that shot is taken, if there's a rebound, then you got to tie people up. You can't, you got to clear the zone then, or certainly clear that slot. Don't let anybody take 2 or 3 whacks as Jepson got on that first goal.
Right. Someone's got to step in there and move Kenny out of the way, and the puck, or the puck. So both teams are out on the ice, skating away any cobwebs they might have gotten by in the locker room, and I doubt there were any.
No, these kids are in high school, Mike.
You got
This isn't men's league.
Well, if this were men's league and it were my men's league, I would not be back on the ice. You give me the opportunity to sit down, I don't get back up. Of course, many a night I was told to sit down, but that's another story.
Well, let's see what happens here. We'll see what kind of attitude JCA comes out with. as well as Plainfield.
the one
Momentum
thing-
still going with. They need to knock off this minute 58 in the penalty kill, and that'll be a big boost. And then they need to put one. They need to score a quick goal. Let's get one before the 10-minute mark.
Yep.
Let's have 10 minutes to score 2 more.
And what I was impressed with was Joliet Catholic's ability to. They were still able to provide some offensive and quality chances there, even though they were killing off a penalty.
Well, when you got a guy like Corey Catalani, he's I don't know, you can call him Johnny on the spot. He's good at chipping the puck away. He's good at and then he's got good soft hands, and he's got some quickness too. I mean, if that puck gets chipped away and he's gets a chance to jump by somebody, he will.
Back to live action here. As we said, JCA killing off a 7-minute penalty. We've got 2 more to go here in the third period, and that's going to be an icing call on Plainfield. Something I'm sure Coach Suter doesn't want to see at this point on a penalty power play. So the faceoff will be to the right of Pasatano. And you got Sorg and Brooks and Ruth and Mostyn for JCA attempting the killing off. Face-off back behind the net, over now to the far boards. Plainfield sets it up to Matt Young, past his stick. JCA now in their own zone. Ruth going at it along with Porter chasing him. Ruth behind his own net, off the boards and down the other end of the ice. Harry Brooks going after it there. Harry's going to get to the puck and going to try to freeze it. He likes that board over there. I think he tried to freeze it before in the second period. Harry now sprawled on the ice, all 6 foot 10 inches of him. He's all over the place.
Oh, just keep your eye on him. He's fun to watch. Talk about energy.
Plainfield now up to Porter, past his stick, out of the neutral zone, Ruth. TJ Ruth and Matt Young fight for it. Mostyn gets it, and he'll send it down behind the net, where Volarchik will gather it up. Adam Sorg is on him. Volarchik now on the near boards, near corner. Backhands it up, kept in by Ruth, and he sends it back behind the net. Plainfield now on the far boards. Bounce it up to Porter, try to get a streaking Porter, and it goes all the way, and it will be frozen by Casper. 24 seconds remain in the 7-minute power play.
Well, that's the first step. Kill that off.
Face-off will be to the left of Casper. Catalani and Zuda. Catalani controls the puck, sends it down the length of the ice. It'll be played there by Pasatano. Pasatano up to Oler. Oler now stick handles it into the neutral zone where Ostrom has it. Ostrom sends it right back into Plainfield. Picked off there by Catalani. Catalani tries to split the defense. Gets over to the near boards. Catalani now brings it out of the neutral zone, doing a nice job of killing off the penalty to the Hillman. And back to full strength here. Catalani still with the puck. Catalani over to Ostrom. Ostrom now over the red line. Ulitz will take it and dump it in. Oler's going to backhand it. There's Ostrom going up and getting it. Hill's going to send it back in. Oler back up, kept in by Ulitz. Tries to skate around him. Now Catalani left it for Ulitz. Ulitz tries to get it back to Catalani. Nope. Thought it might have been a hand pass. It was not. Plainfield got it out of the neutral zone. Now here comes Labraco. Labraco on the far side around the circle, get around the defense. Shot it wide and took a header into the net. Does Chris Labraco on his 16th birthday, shall we say?
I was just waiting for that hand to go. Is it 16? I guess maybe 16, maybe 15. Is Chris
He's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore? Oh, another driver.
Got to be another driver on the streets of Joliet, everybody. Michael and Anita, I'm sure, are
watching the insurance bills.
as we all are. Back to live action. Puck into the JCA end. Going to be kept in there by Grachik. Behind the net now is Hagberg. Grachik sends it back around to the near boards. Picked up there by Emma Rambo. Emma doesn't get it out. Kept in by Wojtek. Emma Rambo again will send it back behind the net for Ostrom. Ostrom to the far boards, up to Peter Hannon. And into the neutral zone. Chasing after is Wojtek and Emma Rambo. Wojtek, not out. Kept in nicely by Hannon. Hannon now sends it behind the net where Sorg will go after. Sorg and Volarchik fighting for it behind the net. Sorg tries to get it out. Hagberg comes down, picks it up. And backhands it in the neutral zone. Up to Kenny Jepson past his stick. And past Mark Lennon and into the near corner. Jepson now comes out with it. Jepson at the circle. Fast to Hagberg. And a quick one-timer and a goal. Hagberg from Jepson.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure who Jepson beat in the corner there to pick up that puck, but that was the killer right there.
5:22.
That hurts.
Nice pass by Jepson to a nice hustle play to get in there to get that puck. And they do get that fourth goal, which is a tough one. Now for JCA to overcome. Offsides call, face off to the just outside the blue line here, outside the Plainfield zone. Ludden and Matt Young. TJ Ruth sends it into the zone. Chasing after it there will be Ostrom. Ostrom and Volarchik. Matt Young now gets after it. Ostrom trying to center it. It'll be picked off there by Porter. Nope, kept in the zone. Porter now. Now Brooks. Brooks centering pass is deflected behind the net. Volarchik will go after it there for Plainfield. Volarchik on the far boards is going to be checked off the puck by Ostrom. Here's Ludden. Ludden now, stick handling, and it's knocked out of the zone. TJ Ruth tried to dump it back in quickly, but was just a...
That was a good effort by TJ to try to get
late.
up there and save it.
It sure was. A heads-up play by TJ, saw what was happening. So we'll have a face-off.
Well, irregardless of the score, Mike, you got to like what you've seen in some respects to what JCA's done here tonight.
They have put on the pressure. Here's Catalani dancing around a shot. Oh, the goalie's best friend, the crossbar. Mostyn now with a shot high above the net. Into the near boards goes Catalani. Catalani off of his stick, and here comes Porter. Porter down the near side, skates around Ruth. Porter now in the near circle, shoot! And a save, and a rebound, and a goal by number 13, Alan Rainey.
Well, you got to stick with your checks. You got to stick with your checks.
13:68.
Rainey from Porter,
Matt
9:28.
Porter did a good job of chipping that puck around. Chipping the puck around TJ.
He did. He got around TJ.
Walked around TJ, and then you have to.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Another big check, and we're going to have a penalty coming up against JCA, it looks like. And with 9 minutes and 21 seconds left, there'll be another power play for Plainfield.
66 White with a minor check from behind and 10-minute misconduct.
Oh boy.
Mark Lennon will be done, and he got a 10-minute misconduct for a check from behind. His evening is over. And Peter Hannon appears to be serving the 2 minutes. Coach Huff would like an explanation, I believe, on the check from behind, if I'm not mistaken, Michael.
I didn't see it, Mike.
I didn't either. I heard it, but I did not see it.
But he doesn't look like he agrees with it.
No, I'm sure he doesn't.
I'm sure we'll see a replay of that in just a minute.
Well, you know we will. Fox might have.
Well, on that last goal, we had two defensive breakdowns there, Mike. We didn't take the body at the blue line, and then Brian. Here's the replay of the penalty. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was not. That was
every bit of it. Yep. Good call. I'm not sure why you doubted him, Mike.
Oh, I don't. I never doubt them. They're always right, Mike. Referees are always right.
Yeah, that's dangerous there. Good call. We got to.
Yeah, especially that 2 or 3 feet away from the boards there. Those are the ones that cause injuries.
Yep. So back to the penalty kill for JCA tonight. And you've got the Hagberg, Gratchik, and Jepson line out there. And they've been having their way with us the latter part of the second and the beginning of the third here. JCA will clear it into the zone down the other end of the ice. Chases on with Wojcik and Volarczyk and Adam Sorg with a nice hustle play. Wojcik now clears it out. Stellato gets a quick shot, but shot it wide to the far side. Kept in by Mauston.
Should be an ice.
Send it down the other end of the ice, and that's going to be an icing. JCA steps it up when they're on the penalty kill, that's for sure. I don't believe they've. Of course,
well, they've been stepping it up a lot tonight, then, haven't they, Mike?
They've had some practice, haven't they? And it almost seems.
That's something that they're going to have to work on. I mean, there was a lot of penalties last night, quite a few penalties tonight. You got to stay out of the box. You got to play your game. There's nothing wrong with playing a nice, rough, hard-hitting game, but you got to be clean.
Yeah. Do you think that when the team is on a power play, such as Plainfield is, do you tend to relax a little bit and kind of take for granted that you're going to have offensive opportunities?
As far as being on the power play?
Correct.
I think on the power play you got to stay focused and
I know what you got to do. It's just didn't know if here's Hagberg now in the far corner up to the point. Volarczyk now with a snapper through wide to the near side, kept in by Wojcik back behind the net. Hagberg will get it there. Gratchik centering pass picked off there by Stellato. He gets it up to Ludden. Ludden backhands it into the zone. We got a breakdown possible. Ludden and Mauston chasing after it. Mauston's going to get it behind the net. Mauston, nice hockey stop, looking for someone to get it to. Gets it to Catalani on his backhand. Catalani now behind the net, into the far corner. Catalani now dancing around with the puck. He's got Ludden behind the net. Catalani still with the puck. Centering pass to Ostrom. Ostrom with a quick shot and a rebound and a save by Positano. Here's Ludden now behind the net. The penalty is over. Catalani now with the puck. And we've got another one. That's enough. There's what Mr. Ludden is taking umbrage with
Mr. Hagberg.
With Mr. Hagberg. Yeah.
Umbrage?
Oh, can I use that word?
That's a good word.
So it looks like JCA will be on the power play.
All right, let's get two.
Quick thinking by, I don't know if it was Brian Mauston or Matt Ostrom to
5 blue, 2-minute rough,
to jump in
and
there.
a 2-minute unsportsmanlike.
Oh, we got a 4-minute power play.
Double minor on young Mr. Hagberg. I think he
I don't know.
Got up into his cage there a little bit. And there's some talking going on, which
I think Kerry comes up to about his chest.
yeah, yeah. I missed it again. Was that Matt Ostrom that got in there and
yeah, that was
recommended that Kerry
let him
calm down?
Yeah.
Good choice. That way you stay on the power play. Here's Catalani dancing in front. A shot, a save, rebound.
Get that rebound.
Kicked aside by Positano. Here's Catalani again. Catalani up to the point to Ruth. Ruth, a wrist shot, save, stick save, and cleared by Plainfield. All the way down the other end of the ice. Ruth will pick it up there. Ruth passes it up to Catalani. Catalani now over the blue line, over the red line, dumps it in, and after it goes Oler. Oler picks it up for Plainfield. Brooks is there. Puck goes to Porter in the far corner. Gets it up and out. Does Matt Young. Back now in his own zone is Stellato. Stellato gets it up to Brooks just off his stick and back onto Porter's stick. Plainfield doing a good job keeping the puck out of their own zone. Here comes Catalani now dancing around the defense. Catalani all alone. He shot it.
Boy, he just missed that one by inches.
Sniping for the upper corner there. Shot it just wide. JCA now trying to keep the puck in the zone. Catalani with it. Oler takes him off the puck.
There's another penalty.
2 points for a takedown. Here's Stellato, the shot. Picked off by Catalani, a shot right in the gut. Save. Catalani now behind the net. We've got another attacker on the ice, do we? Here's Catalani. Delayed penalty, and they do touch it. Oh. Looked like they had a good 10-15 seconds there where they could have gotten a 6-on-4.
We're going to have at least 2 minutes of 5-on-3.
Every bit of 2 minutes. We got 2:27 to go.
96 blue holding.
In the original double minor. 2 minutes for holding.
We need to get 2 goals
for Mr. Oler
right away.
Face-off control by Plainfield, and out of the zone goes Catalani. Chasing him is Labraco. Catalani comes back in with it now. Catalani at the top of the slot. The shot and a save by Pasatano. Right in the glove.
Got to find those corners.
Once again, we're shooting where we're looking.
Yeah.
Face off to the right of Pasatano, won by JCA.
Oh.
Catalani had it on a stick, now off of his by Labraco. Now Ostrom with a quick shot and a save. A pad save by Pasatano. Rebound attempt was steered away by the defenseman Wojtek. Nicely by Plainfield. Now we're in the near boards where
you got to keep
Rainey
that puck
got
in
it
the
out.
zone.
Rainey and Harry Brooks have got a nice thing going there. I think Brooks has him by about a foot, doesn't he?
I think it's a foot and a half.
Okay. Rainey did an excellent job of getting that puck out and staying with it, fighting Mr. Brooks. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third, or in this game, and about a minute and a half left on 5-on-3 for the Hilltoppers. Here comes Brian Mostyn. Mostyn over the blue line. Was poke checked off his stick nicely and then brought in offside. So Matt Porter got it off of Mostyn's stick. So as we look over the list here, I think our players of the game, Mike, we'd be silly if we didn't pick Matt Hagberg with 2 goals and an assist tonight. Would you agree with that assessment?
I'd have to say Matt Porter's another good candidate.
Ooh, the shot, and it's a loose puck in front. Did it go in? They blew the whistle. Did they blow the whistle? No, they didn't. I thought they blew. Well, whatever. Anyway, back to live action. Mostyn brings it in. Somehow Pasatano lost sight of the puck. Another shot and a glove save by Pasatano. Well, we've called his name all night. You want to go with the goalie, Pasatano?
Well, 33 shots and 1 goal. I'd say that's a pretty fine performance.
It's a good night's work. Pasatano, Hagberg, Porter, and, well, Kenny Jepson had a goal and an assist. I don't know how many you can fit in there. Senior night?
I would go with...
Here's a quick shot, bouncing puck through. Catalani now trying to skate it around. Hewlett's trying to get it up. Pasatano lost sight of it. I'm not sure. There it is. Got it saved in the corner. So, another save by Pasatano. Another couple quick shots by JCA. I'm sorry, I stopped you.
I would say, I'd say Hagberg will make a decision between Jepson and Porter, and definitely.
Oh, and a nice goal by Corey Catalani for JCA. Forehand to the backhand and in.
Neither one. You're in on a double. Double, nobody comes out.
I don't think so. Let me ask.
There's a little confusion as to who's going to come out of the penalty box.
And I don't know.
They're both minors, so I think on a minor somebody's going to come out.
One's a double minor and the other one's a minor. Does that make a difference? We're talking about it. So Catalani's going to get the goal. I think was unassisted at the 4:25 mark.
Yeah, somebody will come out there, but there's still going to be 5-on-4. So.
Well, I think you got to go with Catalani for JCA. Player of the game. We know we're going with Pasatano, Hagberg, and then if you want to go Jepson or Porter. Back to live action and back to 5-on-4 action now. Here is Catalani again, and he shot it just wide. Hewlett's now in the near boards, up to Stellato. Stellato with a shot, and we lost our sight here.
Well, see, that's the other trick that we have. We turn the lights out so that the goalie can't see the puck when we're behind.
Yeah, well, he still saw it. That's how good he's doing.
Lost a little power.
We're going to have a stoppage in play. And I would have to say, I think Danny Stellato's played a solid game on defense, not to mention the goal he's gotten.
I think he
has played well.
Good
on
choice
defense.
for JCA.
Calling his name. Let's go with Danny for the second star of the game.
How about it?
The Hillman? Yes.
What do you think about Harry?
I like Harry.
He's been putting a lot of effort in out there.
He has. Do you want to keep him in reserve just in case
We'll keep
we
him
don't
in
want to
reserve.
honor another goal scorer in case we get one? But Harry is definitely worthy of player of the game status. Comes out there and he does give his heart and soul to the game. And lucky you, the home viewer, you're going to get to hear us talk for a few more minutes about absolutely nothing.
Until these lights warm up and turn back on.
About absolutely super stuff.
Let's talk about Dave Suter for a little while. Dave's the new coach for Plainfield.
First-year coach for Plainfield.
First-year coach. He's been around in this area for quite a while. He used to be involved when the Wolves used to come here and play. He was well known knew the Wolves and had something to do with getting them down here. He's a counselor for drug addiction and does a good job speaking with. I know he's spoken with teams in the past. Goes in and talks to the teams and the players about
keeping it clean both on and off the ice, huh?
That's right.
Can you say that?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Well-respected gentleman in the community, and he's doing a fine job both behind the bench and with our troubled teens, I'd say. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And he is a heck of a coach. He definitely knows the game pretty well.
He's got the boys playing well. I'm not sure of the history of the Plainfield program in years past, but they're playing well and well-disciplined game. They've kept their cool.
Definitely playing clean. It's a good, nice, clean game. I haven't seen too much.
Playing clean.
Actually, overall, with the exception of Tony losing his temper out there, it's been pretty clean. I think
you've had some good solid hits.
The referees have,
like we expected, but the referees have kept control of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But Plainfield hockey is back on the rise, I'd say, with Coach Suter. And I think we'd agree that JCA hockey should be back on the rise with Coach Huff.
Absolutely. Bill has done an outstanding job, I think, as far as from what we've seen from last year to this year.
There seems to be a change in attitude. And you brought up the change in attitude and the change in system play.
Yeah. Well, I just see a lot. I see a lot of hustle out there. I mean, I don't know if they're terrified of him and they just know that they better, or he's going to skate the. But I mean, you definitely see a lot of hustle in these guys out on the ice, and they seem to know their forechecking system pretty well. They do a good job of bottling people up. The defense do a good job in that forechecking also with the pinching that they do. And they do they're solid on penalty killing. And if we could put the puck in, we just need to score more often, Mike. I mean, we have our opportunities. We need to finish. We need to learn to finish.
You are correct, sir. We do need to finish it off a little better. Here's Catalani again, a one-man show tonight with both goals for JCA. And we need to get him some help. Up to Stellato. I'm sorry, he has one goal. Stellato's got the other. What am I talking about? Anyway, Catalani again. Near far circle shot, rebound. Catalani again on it. Shot through some legs, doesn't get through. Wojcik's going to pick it up there for Plainfield. Ridden off the puck by Brooks. Wojcik now again at his feet, up to the point. just outside of Danny's reach.
And bounced over his stick.
Back into the zone now. 4 seconds left. We're going to be back to full strength here shortly. And down the length of the ice, and no icing there. It's waved off. 3 minutes to go in the third period. And here's a turnover in the zone. Hagberg with it. Hagberg dancing in front. And a nice save by Casper to jump on it.
We got lights flickering again.
So, 3 minutes to go. Let's go back over and flip a coin on who we have for Plainfield. Positano, Hagberg, and
I'm going to have to go with Porter.
all right.
Matt's been playing a good game. He's got 1 goal. He's also, his hustle play is, he not only has a goal, but he also.
Nice save by Casper. Yes, he has a goal and an assist.
He had that nice assist to Jepson.
Oh, a nice tip by Porter and a nice save by Casper.
What was
As
it?
you were talking about him, he must have known it. Far boards. Now it's going to be frozen or attempted to be frozen. Stuck away by Rainey. Here's Ostrom. Rainey bounces him up. No, Ostrom still has it. Backhands it up to Sorg. Sorg now going to try to backhand it out. Kept in by Oler. Sent down to the far corner where Brian Mauston will have the puck. Brian's going to send it up. He had a streaking Sorg. Just couldn't get it over everybody. Now Mauston now in the neutral zone over the blue line. Mauston in the near circle. Now the near corner. Now behind the net. Going to be picked up there by Plainfield. Looks like Matt Young and David Oler and Brian Mauston and Kerry Ludden. Mauston comes out with it. Mauston ridden off his stick over to Ostrom. The net is clear. Shot and a save by Positano. JCA has pulled the goalie with 1:35 to go in the contest.
Well, if you look at the shots on goal, it hardly reflects what's on the scoring.
Absolutely not. 37-17 shots on goal if you're scoring at home. And if you are, God love you. But anyway, face off. Kept in by JCA up to the point, intercepted there by Labraco, and he's going to get it out. And the chase is on. Here comes Matt Gary and Brian Mauston. Mauston gets to it. Now Catalani with it. Catalani his own zone. Catalani into the neutral zone over the red line. Catalani is going to send it into the blue line off of Labraco back to Catalani. Catalani now still with the puck in the far corner. Catalani dancing around, centering pass, loose puck in front. Picked away by Wojtek. Ostrom now on the far boards. Lined one up, but they didn't get all of it. Cleared but not out. Mauston tries to center it in front. And this will be cleared. Ostrom now. Cross ice to Mauston. Mauston tries to get it up. Here comes Peter Hannon over the blue line. I'm not sure the whistle. I think we had, they wanted to stop anything from happening between Matt Gary and Brian Mauston. JCA players of the game are Corey Catalani with a goal and an assist, and Danny Stellato with a goal and some solid defensive play at the blue line. And we want to go with Mr. Hustle, Harry Brooks. Number 86 as our third star of the game. So we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. Plainfield once again. You've got Hagberg, Positano, and Porter. Correct, sir?
That's correct.
We're going to have, what, coincidental minors here with 47 seconds to go?
No, I think we've got a timeout. Do we have a timeout? Is that what that is?
Well, we have a timeout, plus we have I think the penalty boxes are open. There might have been.
Well, they were in the penalty box already.
Were they?
Yeah. That was Mauston and Gary.
Right. They were just going over their English homework for the weekend.
Discussing whether they're studying the same things in both schools, huh?
You got it. matching dangling participles and hyperboles. Face off just outside the blue line. We still have an empty net for JCA as they try to mount a comeback 3-goal deficit. There's a nice save by Stellato again off of a Hagberg shot. Still in the neutral ice. The Hillman cannot get it into the zone. Hagberg with a backhander will go the length of the ice, and Stellato will corral it there. He'll send it up and out. And Catalani now gets around Wojtek. Catalani, centering pass to Rambo, and she just floated one up there, but Positano was there for the save. 11 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ruth now. Ruth up to Catalani, and this is going to do it, as the final score will be Plainfield 5 and JCA 2. Shots on goal in that third period, 10 for JCA for a 3-period total of 38. 8 for Plainfield for a 3-period total of 17. JCA goes down to defeat 5-2. Third period scoring, we had Plainfield, Matt Hagberg from Kenny Jepson at 10:28 of the third period. Then a minute later, Alan Rainey from Matt Porter. And then with 4:25 to go in the contest, we had Corey Catalani unassisted to get the final tally for JCA. As we talked about, it seemed like JCA was controlling the game for the first period and a half, when Plainfield then came through with some quick hustle plays by Matt Hagberg and Matt Porter. Get them 2 quick goals on the to take the 2-1 lead in the second period, and it changed the face of the game. And then the 7-minute penalty that JCA had to kill was just insurmountable, as Plainfield was able to notch another power play goal with 21 seconds left in the second period. And usually a rule of thumb is you don't want to give up a goal with under a minute to go in the period. But they did. So your final here tonight is 5-2. But if you look at shots on goal, it was a 21-goal shot on goal differential in favor of JCA. And if that's all you looked at, you would not know the story of the game. Plainfield was able to mount some attacks and some good quick power skating, and some quick shots by Hagberg and Porter were able to open up some lanes. Kenny Jepson was able to knock a rebound in. Porter was able to skate in all alone, got around the defense, and was able to notch a goal in. And that changed the tone of the game. It was 2-1 and quickly 3-1 with as the period ended. Then Plainfield came back out and scored. Did not get any power play goals. As we had talked about JCA, they needed to kill off the remainder of that power play, which they did. However, maybe it took a little wind out of their sails, all the power plays killing off, as Plainfield was able to notch 2 goals within a minute span to put it out of reach at 5-1. A late tally by Mr. Catalani was able to put it the final at 5-2. So both of these squads will move on, a practice game, and in front of a large audience, as we had the football game nearby, so that was good. Crowd saw some good, solid hitting, as we expected, as most of these players knew each other, grew up with each other, and played with each other, and they now find themselves on different sides of the red line. But good, solid play, and for the most part, it was a clean game, and good hustle work. Players of the game was for Plainfield was Matt Hagberg, Matt Porter, and TJ Positano, and 38 shots on goal. TJ was turned aside 36 of them, and like we had talked about between the periods, a lot of quality chances for JCA was turned away by TJ. I think he played a whale of a game. He definitely came to play tonight, and I assume he comes every night to play, but he played a very good game for Plainfield and kept them in this game in the first period and a half when they were looking for an offensive identity. TJ was there to turn aside anything that JCA was able to muster, and he is also our star of the game, which is a no-brainer. So we will send it down to Mike Hannon. Mike, take it away for our Ken Woody's shot and a goal players of the game for Plainfield.
Mike, I got with me the 3 players of the game for the Plainfield team. On my far left, we've got Matt Hagberg, Matt Porter sitting directly to me left, and TJ Positano on my right here. Great game, guys. You guys did a wonderful job. In the first period, it looked like JCA was pretty much controlling things. They were doing a good job cycling the puck and stuff behind the net. And then the momentum turned. You got those 2 quick goals in the second period to go ahead, and then the 7-minute power play really helped. You were outshot, I think, 17-5 at the beginning of the second period, and you were able to make all those saves. What you guys know all these guys on both these teams?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that? You playing them?
Well, they came out ready to play hockey, and when we came on the first period, we were a little hesitant. We weren't really ready, and then coming the second and third period, we were ready to play hockey, and we turned the game around.
Yeah, you guys did a great job of that too. What do you think about playing against all your buddies?
It's pretty fun, waiting all day to play against them, and then they come out and firing at us, and then we turn it around.
Yeah. Now, it wasn't you, it was Matt Gary that was getting in with Boston. Those guys are buddies, aren't they?
Yeah, we're all buddies. It's funny because you go out there, you give them a little chip in the shoulder or something. They're laughing, they come back, they give you one, you're both laughing. You can't get mad at them because you grew up with them, You've been playing with them since you were little.
Yeah, you gotta look forward to playing a game against these guys.
Yeah.
All the guys you're playing. Well, anyways, you guys did a great job, especially turning this thing around and switching that momentum.
Thank you.
Good luck in the rest of your season, and I don't know, who knows? Maybe we'll see you again later this year. January.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure these guys will be looking forward to it.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, we will see this Plainfield team again, if not once, twice before the end of the season in league play. This, again, like I said, was a practice game, and it was set up nicely by the help of Don Gary, and we should thank Don Gary and all of his efforts for putting this game together. Players of the game for Plainfield: Matt Hagberg with 2 goals and an assist, Matt Porter with a goal and an assist, and TJ Positano without 36 saves was a no-brainer. The speed of Porter and Hagberg were able to unleash some quick shots, and were able to kind of take maybe Steve Casper by a little bit by surprise, and they got some rebound goals off of them. Third period goals, we also had a goal from Alan Rainey off of an assist by Matt Porter. So Plainfield came to play, and JCA just didn't have enough firepower to respond to some of the quick sniping shots that Plainfield had. We know, as the boys said in the locker room, they do know each other, and it is a fun game to play against kids you've grown up with and you've played with and played against, and it is a lot of fun. And you could tell Mr. Porter was talking about looking forward to this game all day long, as I'm sure the boys on the other side of the red line were as well, looking forward to playing against some of these kids. And when we see them again later on down the road, I believe in January, they will probably give us a good show once again. So we're ready to go down for our Ken Woody shot and a goal player of the game for JCA. Take it away, Michael.
Thanks again, Mike. Now I've got the JCA players of the games with me. On my far left, we have Harry Brooks. Right next to me on my left, we've got Corey Canelani and Danny Slato on my right. Guys, this is kind of a heartbreaker, if you ask me. I mean, the first period you outshot, or going into the second period, you're out shooting them, 17-5? Yeah. You guys are doing a great job of cycling the puck behind the net, getting scoring opportunities. Their goalie was kind of hot. He was making a lot of saves. I don't know what can you do? They got those 2 quick goals. You guys scored your first goal right at the beginning of the second period, and it looked like, that's what we were expecting after out shooting them like that. And then they got those 2 quick goals, and then they had the 7-minute power play. It's kind of a heartbreak because even the final 33-17, 33 to you guys outshot them, outplayed them. You did a good job. They were able to put the puck in the net more. I talked to the Plainfield guys. How do you like playing against these guys that you know? You know all of them. You played with them all. What do you think, Dan? How do you like playing these guys?
I don't know. It was all right.
It was all right. Not very happy about this loss, are you, Dan?
Yeah.
What did Bill have to say when they were cleaning the ice?
We got to stop getting penalties because we don't have the talent to play a 5-on-3 game for 9-10 minutes of a period, so instead stay out of the box.
Yeah, that was a problem last night too. A lot of penalties last night. Harry, you guys, man, you're flying all over the ice.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job out there as far as hustling. I mean, and tying people up in the corners. Those long legs, long arms, they come in handy.
Yeah. No, I'm trying. But
how do you like playing against those guys tonight, as far as being all your buddies?
It's weird, seeing everybody and playing on different teams and stuff. But going along with Corey, we gotta keep our mouths closed and not get penalties.
Yeah.
Kind of stay back.
Well, you get to play them again in February, January. And I'm sure you guys will be looking forward to that because, again, you had the momentum going the whole first period and things change. If you stay within yourself and continue to do the things you did in the first period, we thought you'd have a chance of coming back in this one. And I think you guys can beat this team. Just go out there next time and see what happens.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, I'm going to send it back up to you, Mike. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Players of the game once again for JCA. That was Dan Stellato, Corey Catalani, and Harry Brooks. Danny Stellato got the Hilltoppers on the board first with his goal with 13:25 remaining in the second period off of an assist by Corey Catalani. Nice quick snapshot by Danny. And also, he didn't stop there. I thought Danny played a solid game at the blue line, did a nice job keeping Plainfield, standing them up at the blue line, as did most of the defensemen, or all of the defensemen for JCA for that matter. I thought they did a good job of standing them up at the blue line, and for the better part of the game. The goal scored was by Corey Catalani at 4:25 of the third to bring JCA to within 3, but it just wasn't quite enough. But Corey played a solid game and seemed to be able to stick handle at will back behind the net and around the corners, and was able to move the puck around enough to wait for his men to come free and get a quick pass off. And like we said, quality chances over and over again for JCA throughout the first period and a half when the momentum was clearly in their corner, and they just were not able to capitalize because of the excellent play by the goaltender TJ Pasatano. And he kept his team in the game. And once the Plainfield got a little taste of blood, a little goal in the net, they did not stop there, and they tallied the next 5 unanswered goals to put this game out of reach. And then our third star of the game, Harry Brooks, like we said, all arms and legs all over the ice, never stops, doesn't know the meaning of quit, I'm sure, and Harry was worthy of nice hustle, and we recognize that tonight. So, for Mike Hannon, Mr. Rick Sorg behind the camera there, and all my camera people, I want to thank you, the men down in the booth, for the fine replays they gave us, beautiful replays, and all my fans out there in TV land. And don't forget, we're in a rare situation here in Chicago. We are at World Series Game 1 tomorrow night, and let's go Sox. From Inwood, this is Mike Ulitz on behalf of Mike Hannon. Thank you for watching high school hockey. Good night.